things. Most of all, we will have these speeches that would boost us and with good messages. So I would with that introduce our president, Talha bin Hamid, and thank him for leading us this way, and hand over the charge to him. So over to you, Talha bin Hamid. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Madam Toastmaster of the day, and welcome everyone. Before setting the meeting in motion, first of all, I'll introduce Toastmasters. Toastmasters is a worldwide education initiative. It's an education training program. It's headquartered in the USA. It runs this program through its worldwide standardized curriculum throughout the world, and it operates clubs. And Karachi Toastmasters clubs is one of those clubs. The efforts of Toastmasters program are focused on improving the communication and leadership skills, and it operates on the principle of volunteerism and learning by doing. We have a very special guest with us here today, and it is Mr. Sayyid Fasihuddin Ahmed. So, Fasi Saab, please introduce yourself.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Sayyid Fasihuddin Ahmed. I am basically a project manager, IT project manager by profession, and have been in the field since almost past 26 years. Also, I have a keen interest in literature and books. So I have one of my own mobile application, Adib Online, which we have launched in 2020, and we are still trying to, make it further improved, and we have been trying to arrange investment for that. Apart from it, I am also a keen learner of AI. I'm running my YouTube channel with the name of Know About Me, where I'm creating children content. And some of the areas I explored is about the Amazon books publishing. That also I have learned in the past couple of years. So I have attended earlier one of the Canadian chapter that was referred to me by my friend of Toastmaster Club. I attended few sessions as a guest, and then I could not continue it. But now I got the idea because I was thinking to enroll myself and my son and my nephews as well. So I thought it's a good idea to start as a guest appearance again, and then we will see how things move on. So I am looking forward to have a good time with all of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Fasi Saab, and of course, our association goes way back. Adib Online, ladies and gentlemen, please check out this app. It's both on Android and iOS, right?
Yes, it is available on both platforms.
To my knowledge, it is the only sustained and proper platform for Urdu ebooks. So everyone, you're encouraged to check that out. And we have Mohammed Mohsin with us. Would you like to introduce yourself? All right, perhaps we'll come to you later. And yes, Mohsin.
My name is Mohammed Mohsin. I am basically from Hyderabad. मैंने जो है वो टोस्ट मास्टर के बारे में 2-3 दिन ये पहले ये सुना था मैं असल में जो है ये पब्लिक स्पीकिंग के हवाले से कुछ चीज़ें जो है वो देख रहा था, जहाँ पे मैंने टोस्ट मास्टर के बारे में पढ़ा, और दैट्स वाई फिर मैं मतलब आपसे जो है वो मैंने वो किया, कांटेक्ट किया था मैंने। तो बेसिकली मैं एक जो है वो फार्मासिस्ट हूँ, और मैं मेडिकल सर्विस एग्जीक्यूटिव हूँ हेलियन में। तो दैट्स माय इंट्रो। थैंक यू।
Okay, great to have you, Mohammed Mohsin Saab, and thank you for joining us. So before diving into the meeting itself, we have a few crucial pieces of business to disclose. The first is that Our last meeting was actually a table topics contest, and while this contest was not one of those that goes all the way to district level, which means that the winners of this contest will remain limited to the club level. But at the same time, I must praise the contest administration team for organizing the contest, for the contest administration, for the quality of participant speeches, for the quality of judging. And it is my honor and privilege to recognize DTM Sarfraz Nazir, who was the contest chair, and Toastmaster Hinda Ali, who was the chief judge, and Toastmaster Imran Rana, who performed the absolutely crucial role of being the tech force of a hybrid table topic contest, and those who are aware of the ins and outs of Toastmasters and who have participated in hybrid meetings as well as online and in-person meeting would agree that having a hybrid table topics contest with the contestants and judges both online and in person is just about the hardest thing you can do in Toastmasters. So, but thankfully, we stepped up to the challenge. So here are the winners. The third position for the table topics contest went to myself. The second position went to Toastmaster Latif Musulani. The first position went to Toastmaster Harun. There's also another business to report, which is that our immediate past president participated in the district level speech contest, and he represented Karachi Toastmasters Club in the finals. So thank you so much, sir. And we also have another piece of business, which is that the next meeting is most likely to be our election meeting. And since it will land right around or maybe a couple of days before Eid, the format of that meeting is not yet decided. We try to have an in-person plus online meeting, of course. But the most important thing is that if you are interested in any of the executive committee positions, including the president, the VP education, the VP membership, the VP public relations, the secretary, the treasurer, and the sergeant at arms, please file your applications to our nomination committee chair, who is Toastmaster Imran Rana. So with that out of the way, everyone, please put your hands together for our Toastmaster of the day, who has a very interesting theme. We are all suffering under the sweltering heat, but our Toastmaster of the day has something good and entertaining to share. A key advantage of the weather is, of course, the holidays. And let's see if anyone has holidays. So over to you, Toastmaster Manhaya.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Thank you, DTM Tala, for the wonderful introduction. All aboard the mythical Toastmaster Express, running on beach over water. Pakistan's most unpredictable ride to summer vacations. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests, welcome aboard our fantasy train today, where the destination is not just a place, it is a mood. Just look at the picture of our current meeting poster. It has all the mood, all the yearning to go somewhere where there is water, where there is a train, and you have wind moving through your hair, all over you, cool breeze, just wanting to get away from this summer heat. Today, our journey is inspired by the magic of summer vacations and fueled by that irresistible craving for exploration we lovingly call wanderlust. So fasten your seatbelts well if you can, given the occasional load shedding might cut the ACs off, and prepare for a ride full of surprises, laughter, and a dash of adventure if we are lucky. Right now, as we chug along through the fiery landscape of our beautiful Pakistan, we find ourselves in the midst of a relentless heat wave. Picture this, the kind of heat that makes you wonder if you have unwittingly signed up for a free sauna slimming session. Our fans or ACs might be struggling, our ice creams exerting a meltdown competition, and our precious load shedding schedule making a cameo as the uninvited conductor of our personal discomfort. But worry not, just a few miles away, the elusive promise of a rain teases us from the horizon, like a distant station announcement that's always a few stops away. Whether this train will be our savior today or just another broken promise is part of this special journey we all share. As we speed along, imagine the different dreams of our passengers. Some are plotting a cool escape to the serene mountains of Murray. Others, like me, are mentally booking trains to the refreshing valleys of Hunza, while a few loyal souls from Karachi are bracing for a staycation that involves dodging both the relentless sun and those pesky office hours. Today, our session is aimed to be a celebration of those adventures and misadventures, a toast to the spirit of summer where even the most mundane moments turn into epic stories. And speaking of epic, our speakers today have packed their narratives like perfectly crumpled ticket stubs filled with humor, wisdom, and of course a healthy dose of wanderlust, possibly, hopefully, some vacation ideas. Throughout this meeting, hopefully, you will share those ideas along with their costs and expenses, and let us hope that we can embark on them and take them up. So, without further ado, as your Toastmaster of the day, it is my responsibility to introduce today's speakers. After the speeches have concluded, I will ask for the timer's report, request ballots to be passed to the vote counter, introduce the general evaluator, ask the R counter for the report, ask the grammarian for the report, and call on the vote counter for results. I will then return control of the meeting to the president before we conclude today. A little bit of introduction of our facilitators. Our grammarian today is TM Rida Fatima. Timer is TM Riba Rais Khan. Super listener is TM Shazeb Iqbal. Vote counter and technical host is TM Imran Nana. Journal evaluator is TM Mohammad Askar. Table topics evaluator is TM Shazeb Iqbal. And table topics master is DTM Talab bin Hamid. With the permission of the president, can we move on towards the speakers?
Yes, I would ask you to introduce the word master and grammarian, because that way she can introduce the word of the day as well.
Okay, you're going to ask the grammarian?
Yeah, I mean, you need to ask the grammarian to introduce the word of the day, and then we can move on to the speeches.
Okay, I request the grammarian to please introduce to us the word of the day.
Fellow Toastmasters and guests, good evening. My name is Rida Fatima, also known as TM Rida. As today's grammarian, my role is to listen carefully to how we all use English during the meeting. I'll be noticing and I'll be noticing the interesting words or phrases, any grammar mistakes, and also checking how clearly and effectively we all speak. Another fun part of my role is to introduce the word of the day. So for today, the word of the day is wanderlust, which means a strong desire to travel or explore the world. An example sentence is, after watching a documentary on Iceland, my wanderlust grew even stronger. So, I encourage all speakers to use this word during their speeches. I'll be listening for it throughout the meeting and will share who used it in the report later. Thank you, and back to you, Toastmaster.
Okay, can we now start the speaking session?
Yes.
Okay, our first speaker is TM Amara Yunus. Her topic of the speech is the reason to stay. Her pathway is innovative planning, level 2, project 3, connect with an unfamiliar audience. She will be evaluated by TM Heba Reis. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters, let us give a warm summer welcome to our evaluator who will be introducing the speaker of TM Amara Yunus. And hopefully TM Amara Yunus will share with us her ideas about where to take summer vacations, especially sponsored by TCF Foundation. Please, Arun. Over to you, TM Hebaris. Is TM Hebari is here?
Yeah, Toastmaster Heba is here.
Yes, I'm here. I am so sorry for being a bit late. And I need to introduce the speaker.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Okay, wait a minute. Can someone send me the evaluation sheet? DTM
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
I shared with the Toastmaster Shazeb if he can share, or yeah,
Okay.
or let me share
You
in the
can
group
send
as
it
well.
to me on WhatsApp. Yeah, Mamra.
Yeah, let me just have some time. Meanwhile, I just want to know who is the timer today. So that I pin the
Actually,
screen.
Toastmaster Heba is the timer, but for this particular speech, I will be timing so that she can.
Actually, okay. So I'm sending in the group, Heba.
Okay.
Yes, and let me share one more thing. Give me a second. Yeah, just give me a second. I'm just sharing the details
Okay.
too. Yeah, so you can see now Kalab,
Yeah.
Kalab
Shared on
WhatsApp
the
group. Yeah.
It's
shared
a
on the
5 to 7 minute speech.
Yes.
And sorry, I'm scattered. Okay. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, TM Amra Yunus is delivering level 2 innovative planning. Project is connect with your audience. Purpose is to practice the skills needed to connect with an unfamiliar audience. And the duration of the speech is 5 to 7 minutes. Over to you, TM Amra.
Yes. So before I start, just want to confirm that I'm audible and visible.
Yes, you are.
Okay. Toastmaster Heba, how would you be showing me the time? Please I'm just
Actually,
pinning
can
down.
you see my window? I'll be showing you the time.
Okay.
Can you see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I can see your window. Right. As I came closer to the desk of Akram, grade 5 child, he raised his hand, ducking himself a little, as if trying to escape from some expected slap. Interestingly, it was neither my intention nor any of my gestures suggested so. So I was amazed and stunned with this behavior of him. Dear fellow Toastmasters, it was May 2016. I was standing in a classroom full of 12 to 15 boys and girls of the same age like the Akram was. It was grade 5. It was just after TCF had adopted schools in Punjab, in different districts of Punjab. And I was just visiting there for listening and understanding the challenges of parents, communities, children enrolled, and the teachers that we have hired newly. Basically, it was the program that Punjab government initiated, giving the schools to the private organizations for running and managing them under their public school support program. And let me add here It was my wanderlust to travel across Punjab, and TCF had given me a lot of opportunity for last 20 years I have been traveling. So yes, if I talk about these schools, so we heard many stories there. We heard the stories that explained the reason behind the impulsive and anxious behavior of Akram and so many others like him in the classroom. We came to know physical punishment was a norm in the school premises. Mistreating the children verbally was not taken ever offensive by any adults in the surrounding, whether it was a school staff or the children or the parent and the community. Poor infrastructure, no toilets, absence of basic hygiene facilities was like missing horns on our donkey's head. And on top of that, teachers' expectation from parents and children to bring food from their home to serve them in the school premises when they are on their so-called duty. Dear fellow Toastmasters, can any child grow and thrive in this circumstance and situation? And this is the state of the country, our beloved country we live in, where already 27 million children are out of school. And when we say out of school, it means the children of 5 to 16 age who either never went to school or dropped out before completing their higher grade. And this is called in educational terms the access issue, as this is the responsibility of a state to provide the schools and the environment that children stay over there. Let me show you another picture of this story. For this, imagine you are the parent of a child who is in grade 5. Someday you come to know suddenly that your child is unable to read a paragraph or a story of class 2 level child. Of course, you would be shocked. And what you would do after this is another story. But figure and facts tell in Pakistan, year on year, that we have almost 50% children enrolled in our public schools and in some cases in private schools who cannot read a class 2 level story even. This is what actually the failure of providing quality education. And you know, this is also a proven fact that if a child cannot read by grade 3, he cannot perform in the classroom. He faces repeated failures, and someday he or she leaves the school. And on top of that, if that child belongs to a social, poor economic condition, the parents themselves do not remain interested to get that child stay into the school. If this is a boy, they send him to the labor market to earn and contribute in the family income. And if it is a girl, she does home chores or someday she gets married. So whenever we witness any child flee from school, it is not always that the child does not have potential or doesn't have any interest or their parents are not committed to their well-being in future. This is a testimony to years of neglect, fear, and systematic failure. But the good news is that change can happen. We saw them in the same schools where children now raise their hands, not for their defense, but to participate in the classroom. All it takes only one single shift in mindset, in policy, and in collaborative efforts. Here, we all have to play a role in demanding and supporting a system where a child is protected, nurtured, and get education. Because every Akram not only deserves for a seat in the classroom, but also a reason to stay. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day. Thank you so much.
Thank you, TM Amara, for the wonderful speech, but I was hoping some advice on vacations. Uh,
I
during
can,
my
out of speech, I can give.
no, it was should have been it was the theme of the today. But I really like
Okay.
your speech, and everyone. It was very informative for everybody. But all of the men who are here and who go to get their cars repaired or motorcycle repaired, there are a lot of children who are out of the school. And if you ask them why are you out of school, the overlining issue is that because of failure in class, they get disheartened and they drop out themselves. It is not that they get beaten. Sorry, I am not supposed to comment, but it is not that they are beaten by their headmaster or they are in Tatomala school. Today is 28 May. Our great scientist, Dr. Abdul Qadir Khan, was brought up in his primary education was in a Tatomala school, let's call it. So if someone is a lion, he will be a lion in a school of Tatomala, or if someone is a lion, he will also be a lion in AC oriented rooms. So let's move on to our next speaker. He is TM Farooq Zubairi. Is he here? Okay. TM Farooq Zubairi will be evaluated by DTM Talha bin Hamid. His title is very interesting. It is called Black Sheep. Black Sheep. Black color invites more heat. So let's give it up for DTM Talha bin Hamid to introduce the topic, please. Over to you, DTM Talha.
Thank you so much. If we can stop for a few seconds due to the azan. Okay, thank you for your patience, everyone. Today, Toastmaster Farooq Zubairi, will be attempting Level 3 Project 1 speech from, and the project is called Persuasive Speaking. The purpose of this project is for the member to understand the types of persuasive speeches and deliver a persuasive speech at a club meeting. During the completion of this project, the member has spent time learning about persuasive speaking. About the speech, the member will deliver a well-organized persuasive speech. The member may choose to appeal to emotions, ethics, or logic in their speech. The speech may be humorous, informational, or any style the member chooses. So after that helpful guidance, everyone put your hands together for Toastmaster Farooq Zubairi. Black Sheep. Black Sheep, Toastmaster Farooq Zubairi.
Please confirm I'm audible and clearly visible clearly. Yes. Start. In every family, there's always that one person. We call it black sheep. The one who against the norms. The one person who is too much boring, careful, careless, even too much simple. But today, I want to tell you that is the right black sheep person in the society and the community as well. We live, we live smartly, but we are living well. Let me introduce you my two friends, James and Leo. Both are 32, living in urban cities and enjoy their life. James, he drives a new car, go for shoppings, spend wanderlust every year, go for the wanderlust vacations every year, twice in a year. You can say that. On the other side, Leo, he drives his old car, avoid shoppings, and take their money and take their incomes very squeeze and invest something from their income every month. Ali looks successful, and you can say that James looks successful, and their peers had been admired. But the Leo is making the success. One day, when James' fathers need some emergency funds, and he went out for the emergency surgery, James is scrambling for a loan and for the money. But the same situations Leo covered, but the same situations Leo handled very smartly because he has some emergency fund in their backup. James was the black sheep and he built his own wisdom. And today I'm here to persuade you how to invest in financial literacy and avoid spending on luxuries and build the long-term wealth. Let's start from where our money goes. According to the Pakistan Bureau of Statistics, that our 58% of our income we utilize on a food alone. About 20% of income we utilize on house and utilities, and about 10 to 12% of our income utilized in transportations and fuel expenses. In Pakistan, we have around 4 million registered private vehicles in Pakistan, and car financing increasing 25% annually from 2022. Let make you shift you to the Gallup survey. What's the Gallup say? In 2023, the Gallup survey revealed, and they said about 58% of youth population in Pakistan have zero investments. Nearly 70% of the working professionals have their no backup plan after their next salary. This is alarming because it shows us to earn and spend, not to earn and grow. Let me cut down the breakups of our expenses and where we invest monthly, quarterly, and annually. So average middle income and upper middle income class people spend out quarterly for our dining out, and they spend about 15,000 rupees or more than 15,000 rupees in the dining outs. They spend 30,000 rupees on their shoppings every quarter, and about 200,000 rupees for annually for buying some new mobile phones on their luxuries. Now imagine, just take this 10,000 rupees per month and invest in any mutual fund, which gives you annually about 10 to 9% of return. So after the 10th year, you have at least 1.8 million rupees in your hand or in your pocket. I know this is not a much big amount, but it helps you about your business seed. It helps you for paying your son or daughter college fee, or give you some chunk or give you some support for your next expenditures. We do not stop to living. We need to start live wisely. Now, what we do? We need to shift our mindset from consumer to investor. Now, I'm not saying you do not enjoy your life. I also love good food, stylish clothes, and enjoying tourism as well. But remember, my friend Leo, the black sheep, does something different. What he do? He did intentional spending from their financial literacy. So what you can do? You need to track your expenses. The first step, you need to track your expenses. Awareness is the first step. I can say that. Set your financials goal, short-term goals, mid-term goals, and long-term goals. Start with small steps. Go and learn about the mutual funds. Go about and take out and search about the national saving schemes. Even you can go about these stocks as well. Investment in knowledge. This is the most important thing. Learn from your local trader, go for the free YouTube content, or meet your advisor as well. You do not need millions. You need discipline, and direction. My friends and my fellow Toastmasters, car will lose its shine, clothes will be faded, food will be digested and forgotten. But the investment, they compound it. And financial literacy gives you empowers. Don't be unlike my friend James, who is like a curve ball and scrambling for the money. Be the Leo, be the black sheep, the one who quietly grows while others shines. Now, let's begin today, and I give you one challenge. Go and track your spendings. Second, take one financial literacy step. Read any book, attend any webinar, meet any your financial advisor, and invest first 10,000 rupees. Not in your meal, but in your future investment. And because we need more black sheep in this common society. Thank you so much, and over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, TM Farooq Zuberi, for a wonderful educational speech regarding financial literacy. I would argue that all of us, most of us, are not very financially literate. There is a very good book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad, which argues about financial literacy. I suggest everybody who is not a CA should read it. So, moving on towards our next speaker, she is TM Tehseen Fatima, and she is going to give us a speech on the topic FEs 2024.
Okay, sorry to interrupt you, Mr. Toastmaster of the day. Toastmaster Hiba, are you ready with the timing?
Timer. As the timer, well, I'm just writing the evaluation of TM Amra right now.
Okay, fine. Okay.
I hope you
any-
don't mind if you, I hope it's, I mean, just wanted to request that if you can time the other projects as well, the remainders.
Okay, fine. Okay, over to you, Toastmaster.
Okay, since none of the speakers responded to my query on group, so I made a little introduction regarding them. Our next speaker knows the true meaning of summer in Pakistan. Power outages, unexpected monsoon rains, and the never-ending battle against melting ice cream. If survival skills were a Toastmasters category, they'd win gold. Give it up for the evaluator DTM Irfan Faruqi, for the speaker TM Tehseen Fatma. Over to you, DTM Irfan Faruqi.
Thank you. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. Just give me a second so that I can share what the topic, what the speech project is today. Toastmaster Tahseen Fatma is going to deliver her level 3 elective social speech, and it will be a 3 to 4 minute speech. Topic title is FEs 2024. There are 4 types of social speeches here in this project. Number 1 is a toast. And this is the type of speech from where the title Toastmaster has emerged. So a toast is a very small tribute given to somebody or at an occasion addressing where in West they raise their glasses and then they toast it. That's where the word Toastmaster has come. The second one is as type is an acceptance speech. If somebody is given an award or wins something, and then acceptance of award that we see on movies, how movie stars when they accept the award, that is an acceptance award. The third is third speech is to honor an individual, and the fourth is to honor an organization. This is when you are honoring somebody or honoring an organization, you deliver this speech. So today it is basically an acceptance speech, which means Toastmaster Tehseen Fatma has received some award and she is accepting that reward. It's a 3 to 4 minute speech. Let's listen from Tehseen Fatma. Over to you, Tehseen Fatma, for your speech.
Thank you very much, DTM. Host, can you please enable my screen sharing? Timer, please don't start my timing. Just bear with us for a few seconds.
Yes, you can share this one.
Sure. Great. Thank you. Okay. Let's start. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now coming to the biggest award of the night, which we all have been waiting for. And thank you for being a great audience today, by the way. So, the best digital agency of the year award goes to, any guesses? None other than Team All Story.
We are clapping.
Yes, so I'll clap for myself. Thank you. Thank you very much. The team is actually receiving the award. Okay. Wow. Great. Thank you. Thank you, FEs. Thank you very much. Thank you, PepsiCo. And thank you, my dearest team. I truly love you all for being such a great sport. This is not mine. This is ours. This is of each and everyone who is actually sitting right here. My team, whom I push to every level. And thank you, Rabia Nanchi, for bearing all my craziness and all the night works and all the hurdles we faced in the productions and all those things. Oh my God, this sounds like I conceived a baby and now I'm receiving his or her degree from Oxford. It is something like that. Thank you very much, everyone. And 7-Up is not stopping here. There is a lot to come. So fasten your seatbelts. There is a lot you will be seeing in 2024, 2025, and in 2026. And we are not going to give up on the stage. There is a lot coming more, so gear up and thank you, FEs. Thank you very much, everyone. Goodbye. Have a great evening. Bye. Over to you, TM Modi.
Thank you, TM Tessin Fatma, for this wonderful acceptance speech. I am reminded of our new Field Marshal who similarly said, this Field Marshalship is not my own, but it belongs to all of us. So you can be a good advisor to him as well. Okay, moving on. Our next speaker is TM Sila Hamid. She will be giving the speech on the topic Smiling Through the Storm. Thank God somebody is doing a speech on water. TM Sila Hamid is here or she's not here?
She will be speaking in the last. So please call the next speaker.
Okay. Our next speaker is the legendary DTM Sarfaraz Akbar Nazir. His project title topic is The Secret Mentor. He will be evaluated by TM Amara Yunus. So over to TM Amara Yunus for the introduction, please.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day. DTM Sarfraz Akbar would be giving a speech on, so his pathway actually dynamic leadership, and he's doing level 2, project 3. The project is all about introduction to Toastmasters mentoring. The title of his speech is The Secret Mentor, and the purpose of the speech is to clearly define how Toastmaster envisions envisions mentoring. The another purpose is to share some aspects of previous experience as a protege. So over to you, DTM Sarfraz.
Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and distinguished guests. Recently, I spent 24 days in Karachi. What can you do in 24 days? Especially when some people might say that I was engaged in wanderlust, that it was a vacation. Let me recap what I did during those 24 days. I attended 4 in-person meetings of Karachi Toastmasters Club, where I delivered 2 speeches, served as the Toastmaster of the meeting, and evaluated a speech. In addition to that, I delivered a speech at Islamabad Toastmasters Club, another speech at Dow IBMH meeting, a keynote at Karachi's Contour Software Toastmasters Club. If that was not enough, I went on to deliver a keynote at Ikra University on mental health. Now, why did I do that? I could have spent my time at the mall. In reality, I did. I went to Dolman twice, went to Jaffarji's once, went to Cooperative Market. So I did other things, but I did not put Toastmasters on the back burner because of my mentor. My mentor who has stayed with me for over 30 years. And that's what mentoring is. Toastmasters International places a lot of emphasis and focus on mentoring. Many clubs around the world have formal mentoring programs. Some have informal. Mentors help their proteges improve their communication skills and leadership skills. Let me give you some examples of what my mentor has done for me. One thing that my mentor focuses on or makes sure that I do not stray from it is consistency. Meaning you always perform with excellence no matter what you're doing. And as time passes by, your performance should not go down. For example, here's a best speaker ribbon. This was given to me on October 26, 1993. That's a long time ago. And here's best speaker given on May 7th of this month. And here's another best evaluator ribbon. This was given to me on January 31, 1995. And on May 7th, I was named the best evaluator when I evaluated the speech delivered by Toastmaster Wasi Ahmed. That's consistency over 30 years. When it comes to leadership, let me give you an example. I joined Toastmasters in 1993. 4 years later, District 25 named me Toastmaster of the Year. That's the highest award that the district awards to a Toastmaster within their district. And more than 20 years later, in 2023, District 50 awarded me the Area Director of the Year out of 26 area directors. Award given to an area director who exemplified what leadership in Toastmasters is. So that's what my mentor does for me, pushes me, tells me that you cannot slack. Just because you have spent years in Toastmasters doesn't mean that you sit back, relax. I have seen personally many Toastmasters go back, and when they stand up to speak, they have tons of ahs, ums, and you wonder what happened if they've been Toastmasters for 20, 25 years. Let me tell you, in addition to what I mentioned, what I did during those 24 days, I also managed to deliver a speech at the division level, and it was not easy. I don't mean the speech, but the environment, because I was out of my comfort zone. I was not in front of my own laptop or my own Zoom studio. I was somewhere else. The electricity went out 1 hour before the contest. I had no stand for my webcam. So I had to take a suitcase and put it on a tray to raise the camera level. Now, electricity did come back on. There was a fan in the room. It was very hot. The fan made a lot of noise. So I realized that people will have difficulty hearing me. So I had to turn the fan off for a while I was sweating profusely. But my mentor said, "You can do it." That's what mentors do for you. My mentor has helped me in leadership, and my mentor has helped me in my communication skills. Now, you've had mentors. Every now and see someone saying, "My mentor helped me win this contest or win that speech contest." What did my mentor do? The best thing my mentor does is it makes me feel good when I'm competing and I place, which I did back in 1996 when I advanced to the district level contest of international speech contest. And when I walk away from the contest empty-handed, that's when my mentor shines. My mentor tells me, "It's okay. You did your best. You did what was in your control. You cannot control the results." The mentor's words soothe me. Now, who is my mentor? I mentioned some clubs have formal mentorship program. Over the 30 years that I've spent in Toastmasters International, I have never had any official mentor. I have never had any unofficial mentor. I never asked for one. I was never assigned one. So who is my mentor? Fellow Toastmasters, I am a self-mentored individual. Now that's a fascinating dynamic. It's a relationship built on intuition, self-reflection, and personal accountability. In my case, my mentor, the gut instinct, offers guidance based on experience, past lessons, and inner wisdom. And the protege, myself, must be receptive, trusting, and willing to learn from successes and failures alike. I've had a good relationship with my mentor, and I thank my mentor. Back to you, Mr. Toastmaster.
Thank you, DTM Sarfraz, for sharing us of your experiences on mentorship and consistency. Something very important. There was once a military leader named Julius Caesar. People say that he was a great military commander. Yes, he was, but he was something else as well. He was a very good writer. He coined the phrase, I came, I saw, I conquered. Our next speech is by TM Muhammad Askar, a very well-read and learned member of this club. It is always a joy to listen to him expound his knowledge and explain to us things in a very funny manner. He will be evaluated by DTM Sarfraz Akbar Nazir. So I hand over the mic to DTM Sarfraz Akbar Nazir to introduce TM Muhammad Askar's project.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster. It is my honor to introduce to you our next speaker, Toastmaster Muhammad Asgar. Toastmaster Muhammad Asgar is delivering level 5 speech. Deliver your message with humor from the engaging humor pathways. The purpose of his project is for Toastmaster Asgar to practice developing and presenting a longer humorous speech. The time is 18 to 22 minutes. Please welcome Toastmaster Muhammad Asgar. She came, she saw, she clucked. She came, she saw, she clucked. Toastmaster Muhammad Asgar.
Mr. President, dear Toastmasters and guests, we had a perfect, happy married life until my wife found out that there is no KTC meeting on Saturdays at 12 midnight in DHA. And it was it. Well, some of you can smile, even can laugh, dear Toastmaster, on anything as long as that is not happening to you. But this is a conversation for another day. Let me get to my story first. Although the episode threw a wet blanket on my weekend mood for all time to come, it was not the first time that this crisis happened to me. But the latest crisis happened to be more complex and involved a dangerous ramification. Earlier on Monday, I gathered credible information from reliable sources that she could be preparing to retaliate. It was hard to believe that she was the woman she had been before. On Sunday, she had even summoned her mother for consultative meeting and to examine the several options with operational detail, of course, against me. Now, in an environment thick with mutual distrust and 16 years of grievance, her mother stretched the story even further by unleashing a torrent of disinformation through false claims and incendiary rhetorics. Dear friend, she finally did what I knew, but no one, even Toastmaster, believed it. She finalized and approved the plan, and then gave our daughter the operational freedom to decide the mode, timing, and the target of the response. In the days following the unraveling the pack of my lies, I have been mentally disturbed because they had revealed their intention in no uncertain terms. I was in disarray. The war hysteria held of my family. We were locked in an eyeball-to-eyeball standoff. In her first salvo of her retaliatory actions, my otherwise talkative wife just stopped speaking to me. Now, this stop speaking is a vague provision, widely seen as a sign of intense situation among the club. I hope you are agree with me over here, because this is also an indication that the situation is poising towards the edge. I not only restrained myself in the face of this blatant aggression, but also spring into action in order to minimize the damage and pursue them to step back from the brick with two-pronged strategy. Firstly, I engaged a seasoned auntie to jump in and douse the flame. She is a family friend and a bestie of my mother-in-law. She is one who usually gives her gift every year, consists of one-man show and Cobra perfume. This year, I decided to purchase them and hand over them to the auntie to effectually neutralize the abator. She thus entered the fray to save the day, and I was optimistic about the outcome. But her plea fell on deaf ear. The optimism was snuffed out by a belligerent mother-in-law. Secondly, I decided to execute or invoke a cognitive bias. You know, women always love to punch above their weight. Now, dear female Toastmasters, I'm not talking about you. All of you are girl, and I'm talking about women. So where I was. Yes, I always exploit this tendency of punching above their weight in my favor, but in a very subtle way. I usually display what the French called sang-froid, complete calmness in the face of aggression. I carefully choose my options. For example, when the situation arises, I can multitask. I can listen, I can ignore and forget all at the same time to achieve my sang-froid, or the calmness in a tense situation. And in order to avoid such trouble, I also rarely stay at home. My wife reportedly, in the good old days, told our friend that she had spent half of her life to find a husband and second half wondering where he was. And she was right. For me, home is a place to stay when there is no office, market close, KTC meeting over there, or there is a curfew in the city. I, in fact, follow the routine of famous comedian George Burns, who once said, when I get up in the morning, the first thing I do is to read the obituary in the newspaper. If my name is not there, then I shave and go to my office. I may not act like him, but I have a similar motto. Don't take yourself too seriously because no one else does. Dear Toastmaster, if I'm home at all, if I'm at home somehow, no matter where I'm sitting, I'm always looking at something which needs doing. Lock of the main door is not working. Exhaust fan is creating noises. Squeaky sound of the door needs to be repaired. Sliding aluminum is refusing to slide because of the debris in its wheel, or even the drips from the faucet need to be fixed. And believe me, returning the empty plates of my next door neighbor is also my responsibility. Now, I had the same routine for a whole year, which clearly shows nothing of the substance was happening in my life. I thought life had put me old in a perpetual conflict with my hostile family member. But one day, everything changed. I looked out my back window and saw a chicken. It was a jet black with crimson wattle, and it seemed unaware that it was in Karachi. It was freely scratching, picking, and clucking as if picnicking in a farmyard. At first, I thought it could be my imagination because there was no chicken. It may be a bird. Birds comes and go. Mostly they are black pigeon, not chicken. So in order to double check, I closed my eyes and then opened again. It was indeed a chicken. But why this chicken at my window? And more importantly, how it came to our small backyard in my house remain a matter of conjecture and guesswork. The first theory, she came here to eat something. But things are so bad in our kitchen. Believe me, even the mice in our house bring their own food from the neighborhood. So this theory at least did not hold water. Now, the second theory was the chicken coming from the next door neighbor where whose sons were expected from Germany. I figured out they had purchased it from the market, want to fatten it for the feast when their son arrived in the city. But this hypothesis also fell into doubt when the chicken hoops the fences and began pacing the perimeter of my yard with a proprietary air as if she is the owner of the plot was in a no mood to return. Now, torn between the fear and hope, I mentioned it with my still unwired wife. As a consultation, but it was more as a prompt to break the ice rather than need an expert opinion from her. Dear Toastmasters, you can't believe what happened. Now at this stage, both protagonists, my speech or my story, dovetail or overlap each other. So I need you to be very carefully listen me in order to pick or not lose the thread. Because you don't believe what happened next. My asking proved to be a magic and brought back my wife from the edge of the war. And more importantly, I successfully isolated my mother-in-law from the conflict, the one that she had initiated, planned, approved, and escalated. Granted, she is a good hunter of tiger, but before went out to hunt the tiger, she must have had in her mind that the tiger might win. She didn't. She was intoxicated by her power, but she ignored the cardinal principle of drug peddler. Never get high on your own supply. I didn't turn the other cheek. I instead activated my revenge mechanism to isolate her. In my utter surprise, my wife forgot everything. She even became the part of a consultative meeting regarding the fate of the chicken. She opined even that we should eat it in our marriage anniversary. But I tactfully diverted this idea. I thought in my mind rather than loudly, why blame a poor girl for something that happened 16 years ago? So eating it was out of question. As an animal lover, I also subscribe to the policy of complete hypocrisy. Serve me fish, red meat, chicken, but never asked me to kill the animal for eating purpose. Now, my wife and I next theorized, and this was the fourth theory, that the chicken had escaped from a nearby poultry farm and she was on the run. Our heart went out to the brave little refugee. We had to save it. She told me in an advisory tone, "Dear Toastmaster, the intention of the chicken remain unknown. But staying with us established a right that we should honor or own it. And for all practical purpose, now she was our chicken. But how to bring an innocent chicken in a family of nonsense people who are always on the edge of a war? That was the point I need to ponder. Moreover, we knew many things about goats and cows because we keep them for certain days leading to the Eid day, learning many things about their lifestyle, and even witnessed their unwanted organs with flies hovering around them. Disgusting and extreme unhygienic sights almost a month following the Eid day. But we virtually know nothing about the raising chicken, and we were not alone. Ask any Toastmasters about the raising of chicken and their feed. It will draw a blank. So initially, we didn't know whether our chicken was a male or female. Moreover, what do chicken eats? An old friend connected me with a farmer back in our village. He told me, "Look, TM Asgar, chickens are not like you. They are dairy taurine material. They are DTMs. And DTM just eat anything. DTM are self-indulgence creatures. So you don't worry about their feeds." But he did not mention any specific feed or but what should we present them as a food? I did what any mature adult would do in a crisis. I called my mom and consulted her about the feed of the chicken. And that is how we solved our food problem of our chickens. Dear Toastmasters, believe me, our care paid off. One morning, my wife found one egg lying at the base of our flower vase where chickens slept. It was a small one, but this was it, the blessed event. And soon we started to count 5 to 6 eggs per week. Now, here is the twist. One morning, I again looked out my kitchen window. There was no chicken. The chicken is gone. The circumstantial evidence indicated that there had been no resistance. Hence, it was not a case of theft or hijacking. We did everything in our end to find out our beloved chicken. My wife ran like a headless chicken and even initiated a rescue mission, but to no avail. In the absence of any information, we just speculated. Was she a wanderlust type of chicken and loved to go from place to place? Could she be, looking a love or her ex or her first crush by not being able to move on? Or perhaps she was reacting badly to the burden of the celebrity. Whatever the reason, what we knew was, like Wahid Murad, she left us at the height of her popularity. She happened to be the most celebrated, photographed, and talked about chicken in my family till this day. When she left us, we had nothing but cherishing her memories. My wife and I started to love our chicken. We rightly thought that we both grown out of our strained relationship in the presence of our beloved chicken. If anyone, especially any DTM among you, happens to see a fat black chicken, tell her this for me. The flower vase of our home still has a place for you, and if she is not returning, thank her for uniting me with my family. Now, most of the time, my chicken-hearted wife weeps for her, but it was not her fault. We should not have taken her into our wing. I suppose we are paying the price for our affection and attachment because, as it says, he that would have eggs must endure the cackling of the hen. So we are sort of cackling of the hen because we had the chicken with us. Dear Toastmaster, thou I try to dress up my unfortunate story as a edgy humor, but here is the truth. To make a marriage happy one, we don't need to be an old or new couple. Any chicken at any time realized you the possibility of being a spring chicken. Now we are happy. I don't go to the DHA on Saturdays because there is no KTC meeting over there at midnight. We usually go out for a nice dinner together. Sometime we watch documentaries related to the chicken roaster, brood, chicks, and their feed. Last time, while we are watching a documentary, one expert of the chicken said that the chicken usually stay with the chicken loves the faces of their owner, and they happen to stay with the people with beautiful faces. We got our answers. Now we are healing our trauma rather than waiting for her. Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, TM Oscar, for the wonderful spin on the phrase I came, I saw, I conquered. It was originally coined by Julius Caesar in a time when he won a war and he wanted to write a report to Rome. He was wondering what to write in that report. Before that, people used to write long pages of reports. You have seen latest military conflict, there are 24 hours of coverage. But since Julius Caesar was very smart, he came up and just wrote in his report, I came, I saw, I conquered. Today, TM Askar, by listening to your speech, I wonder if Julius Caesar would be smiling in his grave or doing something else. Okay, moving on towards our next speaker. Is our next speaker TM Salah Hamid available?
There. Yes, I'm here.
Okay. So we will. She will be giving the speech on the topic smiling through the storm. She will be evaluated by TM Imran Rana. So let's give it up for TM Imran Rana to introduce TM Salah Hamid's topic.
Excuse me, can I see the timer window because I cannot see?
Yeah, I will be the timer, but first,
Toastmaster Imran Rana is not coming, so Toastmaster Irfan Qureshi is here, and he's going to evaluate Toastmaster Sila's speech.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the Day. It's a great honor to evaluate the speech of Toastmaster Sila Hamid.
Hamid, it's Hamid.
Hamid, Sila Hamid. Sila Hamid, Toastmaster Sila Hamid, she is in Pathway Presentation Mastery, Level 4, Project 1. And the purpose of the speech is during the completion of this project, the members spent time learning how to manage difficult audience members during a presentation. About this project, the member will deliver 5 to 7 minute speech in any topic, practice responding to 4 audience member, disrupt the speech may be new or previously presented. I don't evaluate the speech, I will evaluate how she will going to manage these difficult audience. Your evaluation is based on the member's ability to address and diffuse challenges presented by the audience members, were assigned role by the Toastmaster of the Day or Vice President of Education before meeting. I will watch the behavior, respectable interaction with the audience member, and use strategy to refuse the audience on the member's speech. The member has 10 to 15 minutes to deliver her speech and respond disrupt. From my side, best of luck. And the title of the speech is Smiling Through Storm. Smiling Through Storm, Toastmaster Sila.
Can I see the timer's window because I cannot see?
Yes, I am the timer.
Now I cannot see myself.
Yes, you are visible and timer is red, please.
Timer is red. Please let me know when you will be green and yellow. Is it green or blue?
Blue.
Yeah, it's now.
Timer will be 10 to 15. So 10 green and maybe 12 and a half yellow and 15 red.
Okay. So will green will be displayed or blue will be displayed?
Green. Blue is his regular background, and he'll change that blue to green when the time is 10 minutes.
Okay, okay.
So you'll see
Okay.
green, yellow, and red only.
Okay.
Why doesn't timer show the green background?
Yeah, that would release the ambiguity, please.
Yeah.
It can also be white.
Salah, Ahmed, just focus. Salah, Hamid, just focus on your speech. Forget the timer. Doesn't matter if you speak 10 minutes or 30 minutes. Just go with it.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Imagine you're standing in the middle of a storm, rain pouring, wind howling, and everything around you seems to be falling apart. In these moments, it is easy to feel hopeless, to believe that nothing is going to get better. But what if I tell you that the very storm you face could be the force to help you grow stronger? Dear Toastmasters, distinguished Toastmasters, honorable guest, life is full of challenges. We all face moments when we feel overwhelmed and it seems like nothing is going our way. But by embracing positivity, we can, even in the hardest day, we can find hope and strength. As a child, I was a shy and a coward girl. My mother overprotected me. But when she passed away, all of a sudden, early in my childhood, my life was turned, and I must say, my world was just turned upside down. My father did his best to take care of me, but nothing could work. In the middle of the night, from my room's window, I keep on looking up in the sky and ask God, why, God? Why did it happen? Why did you take my mom when I needed her the most? As time passes, I realize that maybe God had a greater plan. Maybe this loss was a lesson in resilience and strength. I found comfort in one quote at that moment I still remember. Don't tell your God how big your problem is. Tell the problem how big your God is. This perspective helped me to see that no challenge is insurmountable when we have faith and courage. As I grew older, I faced more challenges.
DTM
One day,
Irfan,
someone told me,
congratulations on becoming the District 122's Division A Director. So, have you lined up some people who will be running for area directors in your division?
DTM Surprise.
Okay, DTM Sarfraz, I think your mic is on, and TM Sila Hamid is requesting that you let her.
Toastmaster of the
You are
day.
also speaking
Toastmaster
something.
of the day.
Surprise. Can you please hold on your
Asghar, your
discussion?
smile was so
We
good.
will.
Oh,
DTM
no.
Surprise.
It's very important that the district leaders are assigned, ready to go on July 1st. It's only
Yeah, but
4 weeks left.
Sir,
just
I'm also interested in that, sir.
DTM Irfan. May I
yes,
have
yes.
your attention, please?
I was
I
just
would
saying
definitely.
to Sarfraz Sahab that this can be delayed. Is probably not the right.
Okay.
Yes,
Oh,
I
okay.
equally understand your point, and we
After
will
the speech.
definitely think about it and talk about it after this meeting, for sure.
But
I'll
yes,
definitely find a
but
time.
The problem
I'll
is
definitely.
the problem is
But what
DTM
I would
Talha turns off. He's the host. He turns off the meeting right after the results are announced, and then there's no time to talk to anyone.
Yes, DTM Surprise, I really respect your opinion. We will discuss it later on after this meeting, for sure.
Okay, maybe a
Sila,
special meeting. Maybe we'll have a special meeting to discuss this.
For sure. We will be
Yes, I
having
am
a
also
special meeting for
interested in
sure,
that, sir.
and I'll be hosting that meeting.
I want to also disrupt.
Okay, we'll
TM
invite
Sila,
everyone who's interested.
TM
Thank you so
Sila,
much.
TM Sila, by the way, the point was valid by Sarfraz Sahab. Normally, it so happens that Talha bin Hamid, he just switches off the meeting. And if you could give us just 1
No.
minute, let me. Okay.
DTM Irfan, would you like to listen to me, because I'm in the middle of the very important talk about the storm, about the life, and about the happiness of the life, how to turn your
So,
adversity
congratulations,
into
Tala, for
blessing.
securing the first position in Urdu speech contest at
Thank
district
you
level.
so much,
So,
Toastmaster.
congratulations, Tala.
Thank you so much, Farooq. We'll definitely convey your best wishes to DTM Talha, and
I
we'll
request
definitely
everyone,
arrange a
please say
meeting.
congratulate to Tala.
I think DTM Talha is offline, so we'll definitely convey your wishes to him. And right now, we are in the middle of a very important talk. So I want you all to please pay attention, and then we will definitely discuss all your matters shortly. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's move on to the same topic, smiling through the storm. Dear Toastmasters, as I was discussing, as I grew older, I faced more challenges. One day, someone told me, you cannot smile openly because your teeth are uneven. Instead of letting that comment drag me down, I decided to take it as an opportunity. I smiled more, not just for myself, but to spread happiness to others. Because till that time, I've learned the art that genuine smile could be more better than to brighten up someone's day. Days passes to months, and months passes to years. I face another storm. My life's guiding torch, my first mentor, my father, passed away. That moment, being a sensitive child, I decided to work just to make myself busy so it might heal my soul. But someone doubted me again by saying, you cannot work far away from your place because you were always a pampered child. You never went out all alone an inch away from your home without the fathers or your brother. So I set out to prove that person wrong. So 12 kilometers, I worked 12 kilometers away from my home to teach English as a second language at Eureka. And eventually, the same person saw how I had become one of the most beloved teacher there. Dear Toastmasters, negative comments, though hurtful, but don't define us, do they? I have learned to embrace them as opportunities to grow. Every time someone tells me I cannot do something, I cannot do that thing, I cannot do this thing, I see it as a challenge and accept it with a bigger smile. In my life, I have learned a simple lesson. When water in a stream is muddy, don't rush to drink it. Take a moment to stay back and wait for it to settle. Similarly, when life feels chaotic, take a moment to pause and trust that clarity will definitely come. Through it all, I hold on to this truth. This too shall pass. Every hardship.
You're right, this too shall pass, but I've discovered when something passes, something even worse begins. And sometimes when you think that you're through one bad patch and then you enter into the next page, you actually discover that the phase that you were in was actually the better one. That's my life story. So I don't know, how can you talk about hope and
Talha, let me say one thing. How can you personalize or generalize your own experience with someone else's experience? There are a lot of people with different opinions, with different experiences.
Absolutely right, DTM Irfan and Faruqi and DTM Talha. You both have the very right version. You both are absolutely right. Everyone have different perspective. Everyone have different school of thought, and everyone's life story is different from others. So we do have difference of opinion. We do have differences, but the thing is that we will discuss all these things later on in the question answer segment. I'll definitely think about and leave some time for your question
Your
and answers.
glasses are you're looking very nerdy today.
Thank you. And Hiba, my AC is not working as well. I'm so sad.
Okay.
Can we go on vacation? Please comment on vacation on the theme of the day. If we are disrupting, then constructively.
Absolutely. We will discuss about all the things TM 13, TM Hiba, and Toastmaster Umar Khayyam. We'll discuss about all these things and why Toastmaster Taseen is looking naughty. We'll discuss all these things as well, though she is not. But we'll discuss it and definitely we'll find out time in the question answer segment right after this meeting. We'll have it shortly. So let's come back to this too shall pass. So this was the truth I have learned in my life through the different storms by embracing them. So no matter how fear is your hardship, no matter how fierce, it is temporary. Despite and by remembering this, we find the strength to push through. So how did you feel? How did I get here? By standing tall, loud, and clear in front of you all? By avoiding negativity? No, by embracing it and growing stronger day by day. Dear Toastmasters, remember, even in the hardest time, there is always hope. Our circumstances don't define us. They can never define us, but our responses do. So stay positive, practice gratitude, and turn challenges into opportunities. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sila, for wonderful handling of the very unruly crowd, and none of them mentioned where to go to vacation. So we are moving towards the next session, which is the table topics. I will hand over the mic to the table topic master. I request DTM Tala bin Hamid to please take over. I think he is gone. He is not in the, I can't see him here in the meeting.
Are we all qualified? Are all the speakers qualified?
Yes, please
okay.
vote. Okay, so let me discuss segment.
Okay, half of the timing was done by DTM Talha and the rest was done by DTM Shazeb. So let's see if DTM Talha comes back.
DTM Shazeb, ye kab
Let
hua?
me clear, I am not a DTM.
When this happened?
So, the speaker Toastmaster Sila Hamid, Toastmaster Asghar, and who was the first? Toastmaster Yasin Fatma. I think all the speakers are qualified. Toastmaster Amra, Toastmaster Farooq Zubairi, Toastmaster Yasin Fatma, Toastmaster Asghar, and Toastmaster Sila Hamid. All the speakers are qualified.
Can you
We
share
will be
the
sharing the link in a while.
Yeah, can you share the time?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, please share the time.
Okay. So, DTM Sarfaraz speech was 7 minutes and 10 seconds. Toastmaster Asghar's speech was 21 minutes and 34 seconds. Toastmaster Sila's speech was 12 minutes and 54 seconds.
So I think all are qualified. Everyone,
What
I'm
about
sharing this. Yes, sorry.
Yasin Fatma?
Yeah, Tasin Fatma was a few seconds short of 3 minutes. So I think we can allow that. She was more like 2 minutes and 55 seconds. So everyone, please vote, and voting for the best speaker at KTC is a little different. You'll receive a link and you'll rate all speeches on a scale of 1 to 5. So over to you, Toastmaster.
Okay. Okay, our next topic is table topics, and for the benefit of the speakers, I will be giving full 5 marks to people who discuss the vacations, summer vacations, and inshallah, I will be giving less than 5 marks to people who didn't. Time for table topics, and table topic master is DTM Tala bin Hamid. So, Mr. President, over to you.
Okay, thank you so much, Toastmaster today. And today, since the theme is centered around summer vacations and everything summery, so I thought that we could create some heat. And how better to create some heat than to create some debate? And this time, what we'll be doing is doing the table topics a little bit unconventionally. We will be having two speakers at once, and they will debate each other on a certain aspect of summer. And both will be timed as twice the usual allowance of table topic speech, which means that the time for their debate will be not 1 to 2 minutes, but 2 to 4 minutes. All right. So everyone, are you ready? All right. So, okay. I would like to invite, yes, Toastmaster.
I would request someone else to please manage the time role.
Yeah.
So I am the evaluator for our table topics.
Right. I'll try. Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, our first debating pair is okay. I would like to invite Ji. Okay, so being a disruptor, I was disrupted myself. Apologies for that. So I would like to call on stage as our first pair, Toastmaster Irfan Qureshi, and our guest, Toastmaster Sayyid Fusiuddin M. All right, Fasi Saab, please turn on your video. And yes, all right. So, okay, the topic of the debate is, and I will spotlight both of you. And of course, it will be a friendly debate, as you see in the topic. So, first of all, the word of the day today is, wait a minute. Can anyone remind me what was the word of the day?
Wanderlust.
Wanderlust.
Wanderlust. Okay. So, the first topic of debate is oranges in winter versus mangoes in summer. So, Mr. Fasi, you support oranges in winter, and Toastmaster Irfan, you support mangoes in summer. So, I would first invite Toastmaster Irfan to make the opening argument, and please keep in mind that this is supposed to be a kind of a mini debate. So, make your point and then invite the other people.
Thank you very much, Table Topic Master. Have you ever felt the life without mango? Yeah, anyone? Yes. Life without mango is, you can say no happiness. And in Toastmaster, mango helps a lot in the form of color. But in the normal routine, we are using the milkshake, we are raising mango parties. When we heard a news, DTM Talha bin Hamid has won the contest mango party. So mango party is, mango is showing us different flavors, different messages. In Toastmaster, whenever we are receiving the yellow color, it always reminding us one day we will die. Please make sure, prepare your speeches, call your friends. This is not only mango. Mango is a universe. And every time when I'm watching mango in the market, at home, I feel blessed because...
May I allow to interrupt here?
Sure.
Yeah. So mango, like as you mentioned that, yes, it is very good to have mangoes in summer. But to me, mangoes are more kind of a luxurious item. It's kind of a good to have, but I won't consider it as a must have as compared to the oranges, which goes throughout the year, and which provides a very important ingredient for our body, which is the vitamin C. And it has got too many purposes, but it seems that we have more glamorized mango over other, numerous fruits just because of some, psychological or, subconscious settings which we have received since our childhood, that see, mango is the king of all the fruits and this and that. So I don't consider that, mango has got those many qualities as compared to the oranges. So I preferred, to have oranges in the winter than waiting for every summer for the mangoes.
Thank you very much. Have you ever felt when we squeeze the orange, we cannot eat, but the mango, we are playing, we are talking different speeches, Toastmaster Tala bin Ahmed, how I can create a better hook, and we're pushing, we're thinking, yes, juice will come. These feeling you cannot imagine in mango. So I will request you, always respect mango, just like we're respecting our DTM title. So I think
Squeeze with
the
respect.
fruit is a distinguished fruit, is in this universe is a mango, and mango color, ladies love mango. Please try to bring mango at home. Oh, I'm sure our Bobby, she will love you first time in your life due to this mango. Don't forget, okay? Keep smile, keep shine with mango. And you can see Tala bin Hamid is right now celebrating the mango color and showing us the color. So mango is one of
Yeah.
the initial ingredient.
I can agree to the certain points, but when you respect someone, you don't squeeze them. Simple as that. So what I would suggest, mango, what you will do once you peel off the mango, you will simply eat it and throw its skin. But if you turn towards oranges, even the skin you can utilize in a better way, and it is fully utilizable. And mango is not that much utility as I consider, So I still
Yeah, I
insist
got
on
your
my.
point. I got your point. But during your speech, I was thinking about that. You have used the mango word more than 30 times. It means from your inner heart, you are living in the mango. Embrace it, grab it. It's waiting for you. And you can see Tala bin Ahmed has shared wearing the mango. He's second with me after this meeting. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone. And this brings this debate to an end, but no, because to everyone's surprise, I actually prefer oranges in the winter. So anyhow, but I got some very enlightening points from Toastmaster Irfan. And yes, of course, we have mango parties. Has anyone ever heard of orange parties? But I will start those. All right. Next, I will invite Toastmaster. Just give me a second. All right, sorry, again, disrupted. I will invite Toastmaster Rida Fatma to the stage, please, as one of our speakers. Toastmaster Rida, if you can.
I am here, yes.
Yeah, can you turn on your video, please?
Wait a minute.
Yeah. All right. All right. So you are one side of our debate today. And for the second side, I would like to invite one of the guests. So how about Mr. Azim? Guest Azim. Would you be interested? Okay. How about guest Umar? Mr. Umar, are you there? Okay, if we don't have either of those, how about Sayed? Okay, Mr. Azim, you're there.
Yes,
Can
sir.
you, can you turn on your video?
Sir, it's not possible that.
All right, it's okay, okay, so you will participate in a mini debate with Toastmaster Rida Farhan, all right? The duration of the debate will be 2 to 4 minutes, all right? So the debate is lassi in the summer versus coffee in the winter. Lassi in the
Let's see, let's see. Okay,
and versus coffee in the winter. So, guest Vida, you will support coffee in the winter, and Mr. Azim, you will support lassi in the summer. I will be showing the timing cards. When you see the red card, that means that it's time for you to wind up your debate. So, coffee in the summer for Toastmaster Rida versus lassi in the winter, Toastmaster Azim. So, get set, ready, and go. And Toastmaster Rida, I will invite you to make the opening supporting this coffee in the winter.
Okay, so first of all, thank you for your question. And I would say that this is one of my most favorite topics because coffee is my favorite drink. And one reason why I really love coffee is because you can enjoy coffee both in summers and in winters. Nowadays, whenever I go outside, I'm sleepy and I want, a little boost. I get cold coffee. And in summer, when I'm sick, when I cannot get up in the morning, I go for warm and hot coffee. So it is one of the best thing. And the other thing about coffee is that you can find coffee all around the world. So if you're going on a vacation to Dubai, you can find amazing coffee over there. If you're going somewhere in USA, you'll find wonderful coffee over there as well. So coffee is a staple and you can find it any and everywhere. That's my debate.
Yes, guest Azim, your turn now.
Yes, sir. Sorry, can you repeat it? Coffee is bad, and what about pie?
You will support lassi in the summer. Your argument is that it is better than coffee.
Okay, lassi in the winter.
Lassi in the summer. Lassi in the summer.
Lassi in the summer. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Definitely, two types of lassis are there. One is like kachi lassis, and the second one is sweet lassis. In there are a lot of brother and sister are here. Then we are talking about to our village side. There are kachi lassis are there. They can eat after dinner and lunch. And in the Karachi's people are drinking sweet lassi like sugar with sugar. And definitely nowadays summers is too cold, so lassi is very good for because yogurt is a very good for your stomach. Because the yogurt is I don't know what about the tasir is cold. So definitely uh, lassi is very good for your health and your if you drink lassis 2 and 3 water a glass in a couple of days, so your minerals is covered in summer in my point of view. So
Okay, so I'd like to debate over here. As I said about coffee, you can have coffee in summer and winter, but we can't say the same about lassi, right? In winter, if you drink lassi, your throat it's gone. Okay, you'll be ill. And as you said, lassi has yogurt in it and it's good for you. So is coffee. Coffee has milk in it. Milk is also good for you. And if you're on a weight loss journey, coffee is very, very, very good for you. Then without sugar, without milk, just coffee itself. So if we talk about health purposes, I'd say coffee is also very good for you. And if we even talk about vacations, once again over here, you can't find lassi all around the world. However, coffee is something that you can find anywhere. That's it.
I accept your views, but caffeine, coffee is a very bad for your health. If you eat, if you eat on a coffee 3 spoon in a coffee, because there are caffeine and they are tasir, you know, you research it, uh, uh, hot, and no doubt if coffee is you are strong coffee, your mentally matlab kya, mental is increased for your work, but everything, a lot of things are do's and don and drawbacks. Basically lassi is good for, if you not cold lassi, it's okay. Why you are talking about cold lassi is cold, so your tongue and your gala is kharab. So it's up to you now. When you are going to Ganna, yaar, please give me a without baraf, without ice. So it's okay. He will take you and definitely he will charge too a lot. So it's
But
up to
let's be
you.
honest, without the ice, lassi is not that good. Lassi is only good with ice. That's the thing. But again, once again, hot coffee, cold coffee, both are good. Even
Okay.
like even warm coffee is good. I'd say that also.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vivida. Great news for both of you. You have exceeded your time, so the debate has to end. And but I am personally a great coffee aficionado, and I think I personally agree with Toastmaster Rida that coffee is a drink for all seasons, just like tea is a drink for all seasons. Why not coffee? So now we move on to our next and last debate here, and that would be, all right, how about having distinguished Toastmaster Sarfraz Nazir? Sir, are you there?
Yes.
All right. So we will have you on one side of the debate. And how about our guest, another guest, Syed Ahmed Hamza? Are you there? If if not, if not, we will ask Toastmaster Farooq Berry.
जी अस्सलाम वालेकुम.
Can you turn on your video?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
All right. So you are by now familiar with the format, right?
Yes.
All right. So the topic of your debate is summer evenings versus winter mornings. And Toastmaster Farooq, you will support summer evenings, and DTM Sarfraz, you will support winter mornings. So I would ask you to start the debate, and I would ask DTM Sarfraz to take the stage first. 5, 4, 3, 1, off you go.
Thank you, Mr. Tabletop's master. Winter mornings. Ah, nice warm blanket, sometimes electric blanket, sometimes a well knit quilt. You hate to get out of bed. Well, you can turn on the TV and enjoy the morning while you're still in bed, instead of having to get up and look out your window to see what the winter morning looks like. Ah, the winter morning. Chai and pakoras to warm up your heart or your stomach. So I love winter. mornings. Now, Mr. Tabletop Master, you do not specify whether winter morning in Karachi or winter morning in Texas. There's a difference. If you wake up sometimes in the winter morning and you see everything covered with snow, your car is covered with snow, there's snow in front of your house, especially after it has rained and the rain has now frozen, so it's a slick ice. So you, in that case, you hate to go out. Or if you try, you can, but you may land on your rear end trying to get to your car. Now, good thing is, some of these cars now have remote starters, so while you're inside, you can start your car. The challenge would be how to get from your front door to the car door, even though your car is now running, the heater is on, and you may never make it. It may take the 5 steps walk, maybe 5 minutes or 10 minutes. So back to winter mornings. You wake up, you open your window, and you smell the fresh air while holding a cup of coffee or caramel macchiato or chai latte. Oh, winter morning. Nothing sounds better than winter morning compared to summer evenings.
Thank you so much, Sarfraz, for giving the insights. But I want to tell you, the summer evenings is much better than winter mornings. As you know, the average Texas temperature in morning is about 8 centigrade. And in Pakistan and in the summers, you really enjoy the summer evenings. Even you are in shorts, even when you are in sandal, you cannot wear the shorts and sandals in morning in the winter mornings. Even you cannot enjoy the mangoes. I know how costly mangoes are in US. You know, you never estimate, you never calculate how we enjoy. I still
Yes.
remember when I'm childhood, my father bought my grandmother request my father to come up with the 5 kgs mangoes, and we put all the mangoes in the big top, and we put the ice on it, and then we enjoy one mango, two mango, three mangoes, and the summer evening is going on. The most exciting part of the summer evening is we have a no wears of the clothes. We enjoy in the light clothes. We go everywhere. The things are very touchy. Although I don't like summers, but in the favor of summer evenings, I can say that it is far better than winter's morning. The another part which is most exciting, that you can enjoy the summer, you can enjoy the seashores as well. You cannot in the winters, you cannot went to to the seaside or a beach, but in summers you can also enjoy the beaches as well, and the barbecue there, it's so much
Well, you,
fabulous,
you
so
you don't
much.
need the beaches. If you snow, you just go and play in the snow. You can make a snowman, or you can make snowballs and throw at your neighbors. There's a lot of fun. And you said
Lot
shorts?
of fun.
No.
I believe that their
Yeah.
neighbors are quite quite
just
difficult
just just
to
because
tolerate the snowballs.
just because it's
Snowballs.
winter in
But in
just
summers
because
in Pakistan, our neighbors are very friendly. If we ring their bell, they cannot do anything. We can run over the in the summer evening. There is the load shedding. There is a electricity breakdown, and the people and the kids are playing hide and seek and the play and the childhood playing
yeah, I
remind
invite you to
me.
come to Texas in winter. You'll see some young girls wearing shorts because they want
I don't want to
they
see
want
that.
to display their nice figure. So
No, I
some of
believe
the
I believe that
the
we can see that
only thing I agree
experience
with you is
in
that
summer
mangoes are
evenings as well.
expensive. Mangoes from Karachi or Pakistan in Texas cost 35. 6 mangoes for $35.
$35 in $25, you
For
can enjoy
$6.
the
Yeah, that's
whole petty of the mangoes in Karachi in the summer's evenings as well. So it was and I believe that in the summer evening, the most important thing is once the electricity down and all the people and all kids from our neighborhood comes out, and I have seen a lot of kitty parties there. In a one side there are a lot of aunties doing kitty parties, and the kids are playing hide and seek, and there is a politics circle there where all old uncles are struggling and clear and want to share their opinion.
and winter mornings, we light up the fire pit, sit there and with our sticks, marshmallows on a stick, and enjoy marshmallows uh, on a nice winter. So you can enjoy winter mornings. Don't have to be summer evenings. People just do go to the beach even in winter.
Okay, so in the summers, while you ever visit northern areas, beauty is growing up in the summers, and you can enjoy the summer vacations as well as per are the themes and the I believe TMOD Khayyam, I might be I miss his name, but he's always saying anyone share their stories about the summer vacations and summer vacation. Even I remember the summer evenings where we can enjoy the June, July vacations. We went to the our nani's house and mamu's, and all cousins and
You're
all
correct.
khala's cousins.
Mangoes are cheap in Karachi. That's why I bought mangoes and brought them with me, and I'll have them when it's winter, on a winter
Oh
morning.
my,
And I'll
you'll
send you a
make
picture. Back to
so
you, Mr. Tabletop's master.
okay. Thank you so much, and both of you also have far exceeded your time. So ultimately, while we had three very good debates, the winner is decided without any voting, and that was the first pair who superbly stayed within time, Toastmaster Irfan and our guest, Mr. Fasi. So congratulations in advance. The winners are announced as soon as the session is over. So over to you, Toastmaster.
Okay, I think we are done with it, and I will hand over the mic to General Evaluator for the evaluations.
Thank you. Please welcome me. I am Toastmaster Asghar, and I will be your general evaluator. But before going forward, I would like to thank Omar Khayyam for his excellent uh, role as a Toastmaster of the day. And thank you, Omar. Though we are not able to see you, but we can hear your sweet voice. It is always sweet. You are just short of writing your rubais. And today, uh, in this session now, I am the in charge of the session. There are in evaluation session, we evaluate prepared speakers. And then after that, we evaluate our table topic speakers. And then we invite the role holders to submit their report. And then I will say something about today's meeting, such some commendation or recommendation. But before going further, let me start from the prepared speaker. Our speaker, today, Salah Hamid. I would like to go directly to the evaluator of Salah Hamid's speakers because he just requested me for the evaluation of his target speaker. Perhaps he wanted to leave. So I would like to invite Toastmaster Irfan Qureshi, if he is around, and invite him to evaluate his target speaker, who was Salah Hamid. Irfan Qureshi, over to you.
Am I supposed to evaluate, or is it DTM Irfan going to evaluate?
No, I request you to please I request a few minutes for you. I'll call you after this meeting. Salah Hamid is our first target speaker to be evaluated by Irfan Qureshi.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Okay. I'm audible? I'm audible to everyone?
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
you are.
Okay. Okay. When I will speak, then timer will start. Okay. Thank you very much, General Evaluator. First of all, congratulations, Toastmaster Sila bin Hamid. Sila Hamad. Sorry. What a beautiful message. Tell the problem. My God is big. What a beautiful line she has started. I like many things in her speech. Today, I will just talk about 3 things which touches my heart, my soul, my wisdom. First, the smile of Toastmaster Sila throughout her speech. Sila maintained a warm and welcoming presence throughout her speech. Even when she faced disruption during the speech, her smile helped ease tension and kept the audience engaged. That was a great thing, smiling. Kudos to you, Toastmaster Sila. Second thing which I like in her speech, that was a confidence and how she was presenting the speech with calmness. She reminded calm and confident when addressing disruptive audience members, never losing her posture. She was demonstrating strong leadership and control over the situation. That was an excellent thing, which I have never seen in Toastmaster community. That was first thing. Second thing which touches my heart. Third thing which I like, the effective management of the time. She was listening carefully and answering spontaneously. That was a great thing. Sila maintained with the time. She was within a time. She didn't go here and there. Excellent. Kudos to you. In every speech, we have an area of improvement. Even best speaker needs area of improvement. The area of gift per Toastmaster Sila, number 1. Whenever you are receiving any disruptive questions, any remarks, just put them back in form of a question. Sir, what do you think? Should we talk later? What do you think? This is the best. This is the best. Any question in any form, just twist them. Just engage them with a question. What do you think about smile? Smile is the best gift. What do you think this? Ask question, engage them. Just turn the table. Second thing was, which I have noticed, in my opinion, when Toastmasters Sila started her speech with smile, with confidence, one thing which I noticed that was missing in her mind, people are ready to interrupt you. People are ready to pause you. People are ready to tease you in form of question, they will just unmute themselves and type, just like Toastmaster DTM Talab bin Hamid, DTM Irfan Faruqi, DTM Sarfraz Nazir. They was chit-chatting here and there. And in my opinion, for this project, you should be mentally ready, because I saw on first question, you were shocked. What's going on? Why they're saying? After some time, you were calm and composed. The question third thing which I can say, you have to reinforce your message when you face interruption. Overall, I like your smile. I like your confidence. I like your management, how you are managing. The area of gift is ask questions, turn the table, and get ready for any kind of situation. Overall, you are a great speaker. Be honest with you. I am not just giving only evaluation to fulfill this slot. This is coming from my heart. I have never seen such kind of project which Toastmasters Sila has delivered today with smile, with commitment, and with confidence. Kudos to you. And from my side, best of luck. The message, never lose hope. What a beautiful ending of your speech. Thank you so much. Back to the general evaluator.
Thank you, Irfan Qureshi, for your excellent evaluation. Thank you very much. And I also would like to appreciate and salute Toastmaster Salah Hamid, who faced such an aggressiveness. Both Sarfaraz Nazir and Irfan Farooqi went against their, good nature and were aggressive. But the way you faced them, I really salute you. It reminded me something. Now this is now here we have our next speaker. Our next speaker was Ammara
Toastmasters
Yunus.
Asghar, sorry, Toastmasters Asghar, sorry to interrupt you. Because I'm leaving due to my ISC preparation. Toastmasters Silla, I have a detailed evaluation, right? I have written in a form. I will send you, inshallah, after this meeting. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Irfan. Jazakallah.
Toastmaster Eba Rais, are you ready with your evaluation sheet?
Yes, I am.
Okay, go ahead. You are supposed to evaluate Toastmaster Ammara Yunus. Over to you.
Okay, fellow Toastmasters and guests, before I evaluate Toastmaster Amra Yunus, I had a difficulty, in I had a bit of I had few difficulties in understanding how to evaluate the speaker because it was a project checklist and I was very confused at the start. So here goes nothing. I tried my best. Maybe I may be wrong. I may be wrong. I may be right. But DTM Tanha knows better. Anyways, the Toastmaster Amra Yunus, you had selected a topic which was quite unfamiliar to the audience as it was a story from your personal life. And we were all very new to what was narrating in front of the audience. You scheduled your speech with the Vice President Education in a week's time, which gave you ample of time to prepare and, ample of time to prepare and write your speech. You wrote your speech with good examples and used good vocabulary to elaborate your ideas in your speech. And moving on, you had practiced your speech well and there was good fluency in your speech and we could all connect with your ideas. That's about it. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Eba Rais Khan. Now we have come to our third speaker. Toastmaster Farooq Zubairi was our guest speaker today. Okay, and Toastmaster Farooq will be evaluated by DTM Tala bin Ahmed. So Tala bin Ahmed, over to you.
Thank you so much. Just let me bring up my evaluation notes. Wait, sorry. Actually, I use an online note-taking app and it's acting up. Just give me a few seconds. You can forget this because Toastmaster Eba did such a short evaluation. She saved a lot of time, so you can be patient. Okay, anyhow. All right. Toastmaster Farooq. A very interesting project. First of all, I loved the title of your speech. And it was a textbook intriguing title, Black Sheep, which gets people curious. And you started with family-based humor. You made a very strong connection to the audience because the situations that you portrayed were very relatable. You were confident and you had a very good stance. And you made a very good contrast between an urge to live the good life versus an urge to control oneself. And that makes you human. That does not make you a creature, and that's the best part. That makes you fallible, that makes you vulnerable, and we could all relate to that because we also face those situations. But somehow when someone preaches us from a high horse that, you guys should not do that, see what I did, somehow it fails to connect, and you avoided that trap successfully by inserting yourself into the very same situation congratulations on that, because very few people successfully do that. Your conclusion was also very good. A few improvement areas. First of all, I detected a few grammar issues here and there, and a few hesitation and stumbles. And all these, both these factors point to the fact that perhaps more practice was required for the speech. Secondly, a little bit of monotony. In fact, when you were portraying the two characters, one was Jack and one was Leo, perhaps one was financially prudent and one was careless and rash, right? So your voice would have changed a little bit to portray these. But you know, for example, Jack was careful with his money, while Leo was careless and rash, and he spent on anything he wished. Secondly, there was a bit of a jarring transition between the two between the characters, and then when you get to the meat of your speech. So you could have bridged that by saying that, okay, now you've portrayed Jack and Leo. You could have asked the audience who you want to be. Do you want to be Jack or do you want to be Leo? And then you could have gone on that, okay, if you want to become Jack, this is what you need to do. So you transition from story mode to feature mode rather too suddenly. And that was a little bit jarring. And sometimes that can also disconnect the audience from your message. So overall, a very good speech, very confidently delivered speech. You really seem to believe in what you were saying. You had some very creative ways of getting your points across. Your financial advice was ultimately very good and useful, thus fulfilling the purpose of the project. A little more practice, a little more vocal variety, and a little more attention on transitions between the various phases of the speech would have made it even more absorbing and engaging. Over to you, General Evaluation.
Thank you, DTM Talal bin Ahmed, for your evaluation. Now, the next speaker was Toastmaster Tehseen Fatima, and Toastmaster Tehseen Fatima will be evaluated by DTM Irfan Farooqi. Irfan Farooqi, please take over the stage.
Thank you very much. And it was a very different type of project that we viewed today, not very common. It was a social speech that Toastmaster Tehseen Fatma was supposed to deliver. And Tehseen Fatma, I must first of all appreciate you, the way you delivered this specific speech, accepting a reward. The first thing that could be appreciated is that you first announced the result and then you came to receive the award. So that was a good setting to tell us that there is an award announcement. You are now going to take the award. You change the position also, showing that the person is now changed. So that start was very good because you did not abruptly started it. You let us know that there is an award and now you're going there to receive that award. The second good thing was that instead of looking into you, it was an online, and mostly we say that when it is an online, look into the camera. So the best thing was that you are not looking into the camera because your project is that you are receiving an award. So there should be an audience and you are looking on all sides, looking everywhere. That was the best thing I appreciate. I would say was to be appreciated because you are not looking into the camera. You are looking to the virtual audience that would have been over there. Having said it, I would like to add one thing over here. When you were addressing the audience, at some times you were looking at the sky. So if there is an audience, you should look into their eyes, have a good eye contact with your audience. But when you look at the sky like that and you move like that, that is distraction. So avoid this thing. Number two was your whole speech was a joyful speech. You were very happy. You were using your hands with a good gesture. It looked you are very happy. You appreciated your audience. You appreciated your team as well. That it's not only you, it's a teamwork. You could have had a small problems that you faced before receiving the award, before being able to receive the award. So you could have said that although it's a very pleasure way, but it was a hard journey. We faced this and this and this problem, and yet we were successful. A small touch to your problems could add value. You finished within 3 minutes, rather less than 3 minutes. You still had 1 more minute available, so you could add into it. Overall, it was good focused to joy, but only focused to joy of receiving the award. So add something, it will create good value. Overall, a unique, different project, very well performed, hand gestures, confidence, appraisal, involving people, everything is fine. Just 1 or 2 small points. It would be a very good speech in future. Generally valued.
Thank you, Toastmaster Irfan Farooqi, for your evaluation.
And
And the
can I
way-
ask one thing here to the general evaluator? Maybe I don't get the time. Talha bin Hamid, I would request that in a future, please assign a speech to Toastmaster Muhammad Asghar where he is not allowed to use the wife and mother-in-law. It would be a big challenge for him. I'd love to hear a speech like that.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I really don't know whether it's an appreciation or condemnation, but I really like the way you express yourself about me. My mere mentioning me is, I always take it as a credit. And the way I was talking about your evaluation, the way you express the nastiest thing in the nicest manner, I have never heard this ability from others. Had those qualities been transferable, I would have transferred all your good qualities to me. And I'm sorry, it seems to me that you did not get the speaker slots because I had 22 minutes long speech. I promise to surrender myself next time if you have any speech. Please, but be with us. Never forget to be with us. Um, Now, move to my mother-in-law. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Next,
I can
move
be.
the next speaker. Next speaker was DTM Sarfraz Nazir, and Sarfraz Nazir will be evaluated by Toastmaster Amra Yunus. Toastmaster Amra Yunus, please take over the stage.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Asghar. What a challenging task for me to dare evaluating DTM Sarfraz, who is our mentor in Toastmasters. So, first of all, DTM Sarfraz, really a speech that could any one of us who believes in self accountability, who believes in resilience, can relate. I was really surprised that it is not the story of just some people, it is the story of all the people who succeed and come ahead. So in the beginning, as you started the speech, you started that how you spent your days in Karachi when you were in Pakistan, and how you made the most of that time, uh, you know, making the most of the time for your learning and adding value of your this system. So you talked about as well the beginning when you joined Toastmasters in the beginning and how you had achievements, and you mentioned about some mentor, not the name of course, but we all were and just going with you in that speech that who actually is your mentor, and you're surprised at the end by the end of the speech that it is you. I would say that the language you used, the depth of your tone really delivered your message very well. And the way you boosted us all as well, that this is something that we have in ourselves. And I believe, and I think other people will believe as well, that no one is as good mentor of yours as you are. Yes, you get pushes from outside, but this is you actually who make yourself get up in the times. As you mentioned in your speech that there was the time when no electricity and the fan had to be off because it was making noise. By the way, it happened to me today as well. Well, what I would say that, of course, this is you are a very experienced, very seasoned, and celebrated speaker. I would say that now this is the time I think that we say, we tell you that what to improve. I would say that I think you can challenge yourself. I can say that you challenge yourself with adding more things. Like I would say that how you talk with yourself as a mentor, your inner talk. That could be your next speech, because that self-talk is very important. It sometimes like it sometimes says you, okay, don't do it this time. You have got many things. You have you have got this problem and that problem. So I would really like if you make a speech sometime that how your inner mentor and you as protege talk to each other. This is from my side. Thank you so much. Over to you, journal evaluator. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Umra Yunus. I totally agree with you that evaluating certain Toastmasters, and this includes Sarfraz Nazir, is really challenging. And you not only faced this challenge, but you tried your best to come up to our expectation. Thank you for the efforts. The next speaker, our Toastmaster Mohammad Asghar, and Toastmaster Asghar will be evaluated by Toastmaster Sarfraz Nazir. Toastmaster DTM Sarfraz Nazir, over to you.
Thank you, Mr. General Evaluator, fellow Toastmasters, and distinguished guests, and especially you, Toastmaster Asghar. Congratulations. You're the first Toastmaster I've come across who can give a 22-minute talk on chickens or chicken blank. For a moment when you started your speech, I thought it's going to be about your mother-in-law, although someone has just challenged you to not give a speech about your mother-in-law. But I thought somehow you're going to tie your mother-in-law to the chicken. Your project was humor, long speech using humor. We did not do justice to you by asking everyone in the meeting to turn on their videos while you were speaking so that we could see the reaction. While you were speaking, the videos that were on included distinguished Toastmaster Talha bin Hamid, DTM Irfan Farooqi, and a few others. Now, when you first started, people were seriously listening to you. But as you got into your speech, you started using some humor. And when you mentioned the curfew in the city, DTM Talha smiled. And when you mentioned the black chicken in Karachi and that the mice in your home bring their own food, DTM Irfan Farooqi started laughing. So people, at least the one, or at least the ones that were visible, were enjoying your speech. So what I liked about your speech was a long story about a chicken. You brought in your wife in that story. You brought in your mother-in-law in the story. And you also mentioned that you are responsible for taking the plate back to your neighbors. You also had an opportunity for adding more humor. For example, when you said mice in my house bring their own food, don't say food, replace it with exact food. Say biryani or a samosa chaat, aloo chaat, mixed chaat, just something. Or Chacha Ji's samosa chaat to make it more interesting. Now, since the speech was about chicken, I thought you could have started your speech by having a chicken on your head, a chicken hat. Now, you also mentioned in your speech, we did not know if the chicken was male or female. I think someone in KTC needs to give a speech on how Toastmaster Asghar can tell the difference between a male chicken and a female chicken, because one is a rooster, the other is a chicken. If by now you have not figured out how to tell the difference, I think we need to hold back your DTM. Unless you figure that out, you are not going to get your DTM. I enjoyed your speech because you had a long story, a lot of characters, and a lot of humor within your story, and just adds additional humor at several places, and it'll be a great speech. I look forward to your next speech. Back to you, Mr. General Evaluator. And Mr. Toastmaster Asghar, this was 22-minute speech. I would like for you to take on the challenge to reduce the 22-minute speech to 5-minute speech and deliver it as a tall tale speech in a tall tales contest.
Thank you, DTM Sarfraz Nazir, for evaluating Toastmaster Asghar. Points are well taken. Next is the evaluation of our table topic speeches. Table topic speeches will be evaluated by Toastmaster Shazeb. Shazeb, are you ready with your evaluation?
Yes, thank you. Yes.
So, who timed the timers now?
DTM Talha is doing this.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so I think DTM Talha connection is lost. So can someone time, please?
Yes, go
for
ahead.
me? Yes, he's back.
He's
Okay.
there.
Thank you so much, Mr. General Evaluator, Toastmaster Asghar. First of all, I would like to appreciate our table topic master, our president, for making the table topic session very interesting, funny, and learnable for all of us. So there were 3 debates. The first debate were between Toastmaster Irfan Qureshi and our guest Fasiuddin. So, and the topic given to them are oranges in winter and mangoes in winter. So Toastmaster Irfan started the conversation, and he started with the question that have you ever imagined the life without a mango? And it was a very beautiful start for I think for Toastmaster Irfan Qureshi. And then he talked about some little more about the mangoes, about the yellow color of the mango, and he said that ladies like the mangoes. But when Fasi started speaking, he said, "May I allow to interrupt?" And that was the point where the debate started, and we all enjoyed that thing. So Fasi then said, "Tell us that oranges has vitamin C and some." He tell us more about the oranges, and it was very beautifully said by guest Fasi. And the humor part was also there when he said, Toastmaster Irfan Qureshi said that we can squeeze the mango. So he just Toastmaster guest Fasi pointed that when you respect someone, you don't squeeze them. So that was a very beautiful point in their debate. I love both of the speakers. Both of them spoke very well. Just one point of improvement to guest Fasi, that he was looking like down, like his eye was most of the time was he was looking down to the earth. So just a recommendation to please make an eye contact while you are speaking. And for the Irfan Qureshi, he was in the same tone throughout the speech, and the facial expression was also not there. So just that was my recommendation to Irfan Qureshi. The second debate was between Toastmaster Rida and guest Azim, and their topic was lassi in summer and coffee in winter. And again, both of them spoke very well. Toastmaster Rida talked about the coffee. She said coffee is my favorite, and you can find coffee everywhere in the world. And Toastmaster guest Azim talk about the lassi and the type of the lassi. There is kachi lassi and some others. And he said that guest Azim said that lassi is good for our health, and we can get a lot of minerals from the lassi. And it's he talked about the coffee, that coffee is bad. Toastmaster Rida said that no, coffee is good for our health. lassi is not good for our throat and it's not good for our health. Milk is good for our health. But I would just suggest both of them that you have to give some example that why coffee is good for our health or why lassi is not good for our health. So that is just my suggestion. And you can also talk about that how many types of the coffee are there. There are many flavors like cappuccino, latte, americano. So you could tell us that what are the coffee flavors are there, and there are a lot of the variety if you want to have a coffee. So just a little suggestion to both of them that keep coming to the meeting and keep speaking very well with the confidence. Toastmaster Rida, you can improve your picture in front of the camera. You have to use a little big camera and you have to show your body language, your hand gesture, and of course your beautiful smile. So the third debate was between DTM Sarfaraz and Farooq Zubairi, and their topic was summer evening versus winter morning. And the way DTM Sarfaraz started that, oh wow, winter and the morning of the winter. So it was very beautiful. He said that we had to get out of the from the bed in the winter. He talked about the blankets, and then there was a lot of humor between the punchlines, the lines in the speech of DTM Sarfaraz. Like she talked about, are you talking about the Karachi's winter morning or the Texas? And uh, and against Farooq Zubairi also spoke very well. He said that you can wear shorts in the summer, you can play, you can go out to the beaches, and he talked about mangoes and the neighbors. So both of them again spoke very well, and we all enjoyed the speeches, the debates. But some points of improvement. The first thing that both of them are the Toastmasters and the seniors are. So, and they didn't manage the time very well. So I think Farooq Zubairi, you were constantly talking when there was a red line. So just be careful about that. The second, just improvement part to the point to the Farooq Zubairi, that you are talking about the mangoes and then about the neighbors and then about something else, and you were those were the things were not related to your topics. I mean that DTM Sarfaraz was constantly talking about his topic, but there was a little disruption, and you bring up some mangoes and some other things. So just the suggestion is to stick to your topic, and overall it was a very beautiful session of travel topics, the debates, and I enjoyed all the speakers. Thank you so much. Back to you, Mr. General Editor.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shazib, for your evaluation. Now we have come to the last subsection of the journal evaluation, which is submission of the report. And I would like to request Rida Fatima. Rida Fatima happened to be the grammarian for today. Rida, are you around
Yes,
for
I'm
the
here.
submission of your report?
Yes.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay, so first of all, thank you everyone. Let's talk about the word of the day, which was wanderlust. And I'm really happy that most of you guys used it in your speech very creatively. So well done. If I have to name, then I'd say Amara Yunus and Farooq Zubairi, then Sarfaraz Nazir and Mohammad Asghar. All of them used the word. Next, when we talk about moving on to the language usage, there were some lovely expressions and well-structured sentence. One phrase that really stood out to me today was, "We need more black sheeps in this society." I love that expression because it flips the usual meaning where being a black sheep is seen as negative and instead turns it into something bold and inspiring. Some other inspiring words and lessons were from uh, DTM Sarfaraz Nazir about mentorship and consistency, which this lesson is something that I have to take. Then from TM Sila Hamid, don't tell your God how big your problem is. Tell your problem how big your God is. Very inspiring. And even her entire speech was also very inspiring. Now, overall, the language, okay, yeah, in terms of area of improvement, there were just a couple of small grammatical slips. Um, and some examples would be that TM used the word didn't went to school. However, they should use didn't go to school. And another example would be and enjoys their life. And the TM should have used the word enjoy his life. We do not stop to living was used and should be used we don't stop living. And yeah, there were a few more grammatical errors, but overall, the language today was clear, expressive, and enjoyable to listen to. Thank you for all your efforts in making this a vibrant and educational session. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rida Fatima, for your reports. Now it's time for super listener. Toastmaster Shazeb Iqbal happened to be our super listener. Shazeb, are you around? Shazeb even is not there right now. So, our counter, Tessin, did you take the role for our counter today? Do you have any report to submit with us? We are ready to listen.
Yes, I do have. Shall I?
Okay, sure.
Okay, great. So thank you, TM Asghar. So TM Zuberi has used 6 filler words. TM Asghar has used 4 filler words. TM Sila has used 11 filler words. TM Irfan has used 2. Pasiuddin 4. Rida 5. Azim 3. And TM Modi has used 14 filler words in throughout the session. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Since Shazeb is not here and I have done almost all the role holder requested all of them, so it is my time to say something before departing. And I have, well, we were almost on time, and I'm happy to see almost 18 to 20 people in the beginning of our meeting. I think it was a good number, an online number. The unfortunate part is that I happened to be a Karachi and the program was online. And whenever I'm not in the city, you people go on the physical meeting. That is a personal tragedy, maybe. But one thing I would like to say that I think perhaps we share our detail very late in the day. That is why there is some confusion regarding the evolution sheet, evaluation sheets and the details. It would be far better if we have managed this before the meeting, because almost we lose almost 10 minutes in the discussions, exchange of ideas and sending it on time to each other. Well, guest today we have for at least 3 or 4 guests and reliable information. I've received reliable information that at least a couple of them is requesting to be a member. It's something very good. And few of the speakers today are not audible. I really don't know. It is something to do with the speakers, because if you are not audible, it is somewhat difficult to hear you and we less enjoy the meeting. Especially Toastmaster Sarfraz Nazir, strangely, was not audible today. The same case with Farooq Suberi when he was speaking. Now, here is something from me. With this, I would like to thank you. This is the end of my section. And over to you, Toastmaster of the day, if you are around, Khayyam. If you are around, I think.
Yes, please. Yes.
Yeah,
I'm around.
over to you. Over to you, dear.
Thank you, General Evaluator, for the wonderful overall evaluation. Now, as the Toastmaster Express pulls into its final station, we wrap up our journey filled with new information about child education, financial literacy, staving off disruption, mentorship, accepting an award, and my favorite, pun on Julius Caesar's iconic statement, Vini, Vidi, Vinci. This is Latin for I came, I saw, I conquered. Before I hand over the mic to our president for his concluding remarks, I'll end by taking a leaf out of today's first speaker's speech. We are failing our boys in education. We see this failure regularly in motorcycle and car workshops. Boys need interaction and physical activity to learn. West has solved boys' problems by giving them sedating drugs called ADHD to calm them down. This is unnatural. I hope we can solve this problem by not giving them drugs but tailoring our syllabus to cater to our boys. Khuda Hafiz, and over to you, Mr. President.
Thank you so much, Mr. Toastmaster today for the wonderful session. And now I'm putting the poll for the best Big Four role player of the day. And in the meantime, we quickly take some comments from our guests, starting from Mr. Fasiruddin Ahmed. Your comments about the meeting.
Thank you very much. It was great to be here. That's why, I'm still here. So after a long time, I resumed my presence to the Toastmaster Club, and I look forward that I will continue. I thoroughly enjoy. Maybe I did not, listen Mr. Asgar's speech completely because in between I went for Asr prayer. But otherwise, I thoroughly enjoy everyone. The feedback is really good, and I hope that, when I come in person to meet all of you people, it would be really, a great moment. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Fasiz Ahmed, for the privilege to have you. Looking forward to you becoming a member very soon. Thank you so much. And, people like you are the best who start before the start of the meeting and stay till the end of the meeting. And this is the kind of people that we value the most, because that's what makes us fulfilled, that our meeting was engaging enough. Because all of us suffer from short attention spans today. But thank you for staying. Toastmaster Farooq Zubairi, your comments, please.
Thank you so much, Talha, for giving me and thank you so much, Shazib, as well, for giving me the opportunity to come as a prepared speaker. And this is not my first appearance in KTC, but being a prepared speaker, this is my first appearance. I respect all the comments and all the feedback. Inshallah, I will incorporate those evaluations and feedback in my personality and in my Toastmaster journey as well. I wish to join you guys as in person, but due to public holiday, this meeting would be converted into online session, but inshallah I will visit KTC in the upcoming meetings as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Mr. Azim, please share your comments. Okay, perhaps we'll come to you later. And now it is time for the results of today's meeting. Best speaker for today goes to, okay, let me tally the records there. And it is, did we have we had actually, yeah, all right. So best speaker for today goes to distinguished Toastmaster Sarfraz Nadeem. Congratulations. Best table topic was the pair between Toastmaster Irfan Qureshi and our guest Sayyid Fasiruddin Ahmed. While you both conducted a debate, you stayed within the time of 2 to 4 minutes, which is an absolute achievement because the pairs that followed you failed to do so. Congratulations, that is, without exaggeration, a great achievement, especially in an online format. So congratulations. Best evaluator for today goes to DTM Irfan Faruqi. Congratulations. And best major role player by a huge margin went to someone who we can't even see, but he made such an impact through his words that he is the winner today. Toastmaster Umar Khayyam. Once again, congratulations on winning the best major role player for. And I remember that last time you did this role, you also won the best major role player. So congratulations. It is an amazing achievement to do this on the power of your voice and the words alone. So congratulations. And with this meeting comes to an end. I'm pleased to adjourn it, but not before two announcements. The first is that our nomination committee chair is Toastmaster Garbana, and please submit your nominations for any executive committee role to him. Our next meeting will be an election meeting. And secondly, of course, we will decide and communicate about when the next meeting will take place because of the advent of Eid. But most probably, we try to have a meeting if the conditions are. With this, the meeting is adjourned. If someone wishes to say something, yes, please, sir, go ahead.
I was going to say on the evaluation form that was brought up by Toastmasters Asghar, the evaluation forms for all speech projects or all pathways are available online at toastmasters.org, or if you simply Google it, just say evaluation form and put the speech name or the speech project, it will bring up the evaluation form. The evaluator does not have to wait for the speaker to send them the evaluation form at the last. Once you know you're evaluating somebody's speech, look at the speech project and go online and get the form. If they send it to you, fine. If not, just get it yourself. So that way you don't have to wait at the last minute. People say, oh, I don't have the form. I don't know what the project is.
Yes. Thank you so much, DTM Sarfraz, for that. I think the evaluators should also look at the agenda and make sure they have the forms. Usually the forms are shared. 90% of the time they're shared on the group. And even if they aren't, there are very easy ways to extract forms. So that should not form.
Yeah, and I'll also talk to Toastmaster Shahzeb, ask him if he, even before publishing the agenda, if he knows the speaker evaluator combo, he can at least post that so that the speakers and evaluators have a discussion before the meeting. So the speaker can tell the evaluator what exactly to look for, just beyond what the evaluation form says, what you liked about your speech, how you can do. Because certain people want to focus on, maybe body language or vocal variety. So it's important for the two evaluator and speaker to get together before the meeting and find out exactly what to focus on in the evaluation. Back to you, Mr. President.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And yes, that's also very relevant. I remember, again, on the risk of something like broken record, in the olden days, in the days of the old curriculum, these discussions would be routine. The speaker and evaluator used to get together. Perhaps those manuals made it a little easier.
Yes, that's
but
right.
anyhow, nothing is stopping us from doing this. So all the speakers, please keep an eye on the agenda, And if you think that agenda springs up too late, it's because of all of us, right? We take too long in taking up things. But I would suggest to VP Education that, seconding DTM Sarfraz, that at least the speech and evaluator roster is finalized. Post that, maybe one day earlier, and urge all the speakers and evaluators to have this discussion. Secondly, one more way we can avoid wasting time is, first of all, we are in the habit of saying, over to you, the stage is yours. I think that is redundant. Secondly, this is also pointed out by DTM Sarfraz, which I realize that even I do, that confirming whether we are audible and visible. If you're not audible and visible, people will spring up. 10 people be prepared to tell you.
That's right.
So check that. And even if we save 30 seconds per transition, imagine that will multiply it into substantial savings over the time of a meeting, especially a meeting that has 6 speakers and so many other segments. Like So thank you so much, sir, for that suggestion.
I have a comment for Toastmaster Amra. In our evaluation, she said that I should give a speech on how I talk to myself. If I give a speech on how I talk to myself, people are going to put me in a white jacket and haul me off to a mental institution.
Oh God. But it would be lovely. I believe it would be lovely.
All right. All right.
Yes.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Allah
And
Hafiz.
see you all very soon, inshallah. Bye-bye.
DTM Tala, I had to ask, when will be the evaluation competition?
Not decided yet. We need to have evaluation and humorous contest before the end of the year. Perhaps we'll end up having one of these. So most probably it will be evaluation. So keep an eye out. I think it will be perhaps the last meeting of the year before June 30th. Most probably.
Okay.
All right.